Pakistan is amongst some of the countries that have embraced the WiMAX technology, and Pakistan has always been proud of the widest and the most robust implementation of WiMAX in the whole world for one point in time. What is WiMAX? How can we look at it from the components point of view, from the service point of view, and how can we compare it to Wi-Fi and other internet accessing technologies? In this module, we shall go into the background, we'd look at the WiMAX technology, and then we'd look at the architecture and components. WiMAX, officially speaking, is IEEE 802.16 standard. It was originally meant to be a wireless metropolitan area network technology. The MAN technologies are different from LAN technologies because in LAN, the distances are usually restricted to from 100 meters to 500 meters. But in MAN, the distances could be anywhere between 500 meters to few kilometers. It was originally designed to provide the first mile or last mile connectivity either to an enterprise or to individual subscribers. It can also be thought of as an end user technology, which is an alternate to 802.11 and the 802.11 point-to-point protocol. The only difference between WiMAX and 802.11 is that 802.11 was mainly non-line of sight technology, but in the case of 802.16, the main constraint was that it's a line of sight technology. However, with smart deployments of the base stations or the access points, which is the terminology used in WiMAX, mobility support has been provided. WiMAX is actually interoperability for microwave access, and it was meant to provide IP compliant and IP transparent connectivity for various technologies. Many basic ideas of 802.16 have actually been adopted from packet cable network. So an analogy could be established that what Wi-Fi is to Ethernet, because Wi-Fi adopts so many features from the Ethernet technology. Similarly, WiMAX adopts so many features such as channel access and the user demand-based bandwidth allocation from DOCSIS. As I said, WiMAX provides line-of-sight communication, and it works in the gigahertz spectrum. Consequently, the environmental factors, specifically the atmospheric attenuation, has a significant impact on that. But because of high power transmission between the base station and the subscriber station, this atmospheric attenuation effect can be reduced. And especially if the subscriber station or the base station belong to two different networks, so using high power, high bandwidth requirements of two different premises can be met by connecting both of them through the WiMAX technology. In order to achieve that, the base stations for WiMAX are usually deployed at elevated positions so that they can achieve some kind of line of sight with the subscriber stations. Let's look at the components and the basic working of WiMAX in figure. Here we see that regardless of the upper layer technology, the upper layer passes a subscriber data unit to the main WiMAX implementation, which is there on the base station and on the subscriber station. So we are seeing a scenario in which the base station is sending a traffic, which is the downlink, to the subscriber station in such way. We have subscriber data unit that comes from the service access point to the downlink classifier. The downlink classifier, depending upon the user subscription, assigns the user data that is destined for the subscriber through one of the connections. Each of these connections has its own quality of service, bandwidth, priority queue, and drop preference. And then it is given to the 802.16 MAC common part sublayer. It is transmitted using the frequencies which is similar to the OFDM. On the receiver side, subscriber, whatever has been sent is now received, and if it is using the packet header suppression, which is when there is not much change between the headers of subsequent frames from the base station to the subscriber station. So in such cases, the base station often omits the header and keeps sending the payload for improving the overall link utilization. So when such data is received, then some kind of reconstitution has to be done in order to extract the relevant header information so that it can be processed at the higher layer. Now this is the basic working that shows how the WiMAX base station and subscriber station work together. Subsequent details of it can be found in the 802.16 standard, and if you're looking for its implementation, such as in Omnet++, you need to look for the right patch or the right community on the internet which is working on WiMAX simulation and modeling.